So sad, fam. 20 tunes. 20 tunes, bruv. And personally, not one tune I'd listen to again, fam. Fumbled the bag for this summer, bruv. It's summer and you're dropping jazz tunes with the Neptunes and Dua Lipa and all this, fam. Like, how can you fumble the bag that hard, bruv? Bro, the sun's out, yeah? You gotta play a tune that makes me want to shoot my parrot, fam. Do you know what I mean? You got to play some serious tunes. But these man fumbled the bag heavy, I can't lie.
Yeah, that's true. Now let's go back to my nigga on the floor.
What's good, my little community? Welcome back to another lovely, beautiful, sexy, amazing video with the equally lovely, equally beautiful, equally sexy, and equally amazing LiTTyENT. You already know what time it is. Now let's go. Now, guys, I haven't done an album review in quite a while, and this week I was thinking, what better album to get back into than the new Pop Smoke album? And honestly, all I have to say is, guys, where did this all go so wrong? Where did it go so wrong? How can a bag be fumbled as much as it's been fumbled right now? How do we go from this to this? Because it honestly feels like the time that we went from this to this, or this to this. I'm honestly lost for words right now, and I'm sure most of you are as well. And if you don't know what I'm talking about and you just clicked on this video blindly, I'm referring to the Pop Smoke album that released on Friday called Faith. And after listening to it, I honestly have everything except faith. I'm not feeling any faith anymore after that album. I was actually going to get this review out to you guys earlier, but I thought, let me sit with it for the weekend. Let me really take in what I'm hearing, and let me see if it's really as bad as I think it is. And unfortunately, after about 3 entire listens, nothing has changed. But you already know we're going to break it down. But you already know what you got to do. You just got to like, comment, subscribe to keep up to date every time I drop a banger like this one. And hit that noty, because you ain't in it, so you can be the first to know when one of these videos comes out. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, if you don't already know, Pop Smoke dropped his second posthumous album called Faith on Friday the 16th of July. And as mentioned previously, I've heard the album about 3 times now in its entirety. And if there was one word that I could use to describe it, I would have to say cash grab. This feels like the biggest cash grab in the history of cash grabs. The amount of features on this album alone clearly signifies that whoever was pushing for this to come out, they no longer cared about preserving the elite artistry that someone like Pop Smoke represents. But in actuality, they were attempting to preserve the dollar signs that someone like Pop Smoke represents.
You know what I mean? Like, 100,000 for the cheapest ring on a nigga finger, little bitch.
I mean, just look at some of these features, man. The Dream, Pharrell, Chris Brown, Dua Lipa. Oh my gosh, when I heard that tune with Dua Lipa on it, I literally thought that this is a load of kangaroo bollocks. And no disrespect to Dua Lipa, because I like some of her tunes. That song that she got where she's with the baby and she's dancing and it's called Levitating. That's a calm song. But unfortunately, she was not levitating this album in any way, shape, or form. In actuality, she was sinking it to the bottom of the sea, below Finding Nemo, below Shark Tale. She put it right down there at Bikini Bottom. But let's talk about the songs on here as well. Now, I'll be real, there are not many songs on here that I will be coming back to. I think I can count on my hand the songs that I'll be revisiting. And if there's 20 songs, and the maximum I can give is 5. That is a poor performance. Obviously, for all you lot that are slow, that is 25% out of 100, which is atrocious for an album, and even more atrocious for a Pop Smoke album. That About a Million song with 42 and 21, probably that Manslaughter song, I was liking that song. I thought it had a nice hook. And then that Brush'em song with Raw Swish, I think his name is. From looking at my notes, it seems like those were the most memorable songs that I was messing with. And those were all at the start. So at the start, it kind of seemed like it was starting well, you know? It kind of seemed like they had the gun was pointed. They had a good first run, and then it just started to go downhill. And I guess they got a cramp and they started limping the rest of the way to the finish line. And it was just like, you might as well throw the towel in. This is over. Like the song with Pharrell. Again, I mess with Pharrell. He's a legend, but that song was whack. And the song with Kid Cudi, whack. The song with Dua Lipa, whack. I mean, honestly, come on. How is Pop Smoke gonna rest knowing you put Dua Lipa on his album? He's probably saying, wait, in his grave right now.
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
Let's be honest. And again, this is not a Dua Lipa hate train. Dua Lipa, we like you over here. You've got some good songs. But there's a time and a place for every artist. And right now, this was neither the time nor place for your presence. Being very honest, the album, it just sounded forced. It sounded extremely forced. It sounded rushed. It sounded like it hadn't been mixed and mastered correctly. There was just way too many features and it just did not come correct. And I think the main thing that signifies is that a lot of the people that were close to Pop Smoke didn't even know that this album was coming out. His best friend didn't know that it was coming out. 808 Mello, who was a frequent collaborator with him, had no input in the album at all. Obviously, 50 Cent was the guy who executively produced the last album, so he was able to curate it and make sure that it sounded as good as it sounded. He wasn't involved in this as far as I know. So again, that makes it seem even more like it's a cash grab money situation. They probably saw how much money they were getting from the last album and said, yep, we need to put another one out. We need to put another album out around summertime so we can just be running the charts. And then this is how it works out. You know, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon sounded like a perfect farewell to pop. It was like, you're not here anymore, so we're going to let this be your final album and we're going to make sure that you go out with a bang. When that album released and it sounded so great and it had been curated correctly and it just sounded perfect, it was like, okay, cool. This is your legacy solidified forever now. Everyone's going to remember you for this album. But then we get this album and it's just ruined all that hard work. It's just put it all in the toilet. All that hard work ruined in the space of 56 minutes. I am not impressed. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Do you think that this album was better than Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon? Or do you agree with me and just believe that it sounded like a bunch of kangaroo bollocks? You let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 600 subs. You already know what time it is. You can follow me on my IG at the only LiTTyENT. If you care about what I do, I'm not making these bangers for you. I post updates on Twitter as well, so you might as well follow me on there, because what else do you do with your life? Absolutely nothing, mate. Stay black. And if you're not black, stay whatever race you are. I bet. Peace.
Oh, you ain't know I could sing.